I think I had to restart all over again, only because I just kind of got, you know, anyway. I'm still working, and there's a few things that have been happening. I don't think people, and people I mean loved ones, family members, know about this situation with my head, or people with this, right? Um, Invisible illness, um, understand. Um, I cannot. I cannot deal with emotion as I used to. That is the reality of it. I was able to deal with stress a lot a while ago. I mean, and we're talking about years ago, where there was so much stress in my life that I could deal with it. I could totally deal with it. Okay, I had no issues with it. Um, uh, I would have like a very stressful week, and then I was fine, just resting the weekend, and I was able to move along, right? Um, However, my neurological condition doesn't allow for stress to, or I can't deal with stress as a normal person, or what you would consider, or I consider normal for people. Um, so normal would be someone who can, just walk it off, or, just. I love the fact that people are like, well, just have a glass of wine, or you have a drink, or, chill, whatever, right? I don't drink. I used to like casually just go and have a shot of tequila, and I'd be fine. Now I realize I can't have that either. Um, uh, I try to meditate as much as I can, which sort of keeps me as sane as possible. Um, and there are moments when I've had a really rough week, and or a couple of days, and it's a lot, and I break down. And I realize that not a lot of people understand that, especially my family. And I there's nothing that I can explain except for the truth. And I think it's, unless you're in it, then you don't understand it. And um, then I see people in my groups that, they're taking medications that I can't take, and they're getting relief, which is great. I I don't take any injections anymore. They weren't helping. I I'm taking Quilipta. I lowered on the Topamax because of my doctor. And he's also gotten me in another medication that I can't think of the name of it right now. But anyway, dealing with pharmacy and stuff. Um, and then I seem to get a really bad rash when I get really extremely stressed. Um, so there's a lot of things that have happened, right? That evolved on this. I'm grateful for the fact that I have people in my life that try to help and bless their soul, and their heart, that they come up with certain situations that, why don't you try this, why don't you try that, and I think about it and I'm like, yeah, I try to think about it and see the idea behind it. This November, the holidays are really tough this year, and there's a lot of grief that happened last year, um, and then there's a lot of changes in my life this year, and so there's a lot of added emotional toil behind how I feel. But at the same time, there's a lot of uh, what would I call it? Um, a lot of healing, um, a lot of emotional healing, and a lot of growth. And so therefore, there's just a lot of things that in my heart, it comes to a sincere center where I now know who's there for me, and the reality of, like, I'm enough for me. I'm more than enough for me. I understand the things that happen to me, and somehow or another, I think that your body comes to terms with, it can't take anymore. And I've been dealing with a lot of trauma and a lot of issues that have happened to me since I was a kid. So I don't know if it was a breaking point in my life where my body said, okay, that's enough. It just said, you know what, I give up. And I think it was at that point where it just, my nerves were like, we've dealt with enough stress as it is, and you need a break. So, you know, um, I went to California to talk to my doctor, to my neurologist, and it was a blessing in disguise to go and have my doctor talk to me and deal with what was going on with me and what is going on with me. Um, the blessing is that I'm very grateful to say that there are days that I'm okay. I mean, the pain is it's there, it's not going away, but it's not 100% extreme. There are days when it's really, really bad, and I have to be very, very conscientious of how I deal with it. So there are good days and there are bad days, and there's in between. Um, I don't want to leave my house. I get very, very depressed when I feel really bad, and it uh, it it affects me. It affects me in a way that there's a lot of things where you know um, I try really hard not to think about, and I am very grateful every single day to measure how much pain it is from 1 to 10, or in our case, it's 1 to 100, and I go to work that way, you know, And there's something that, because I am doing this, for me, and for my cat and my beardy dragon, so the responsibility lies on me, and for myself, first and foremost, right? It's a different dynamic for my mentality. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I just want to give up. Other times I'm like, no, I'm not gonna give up, it's gonna be okay, I'm gonna move forward and keep going. And other times I just want to say, fuck it, pardon my French, I just want to walk away from everything. I have people working with me regarding my job, and other people working with me regarding my mental state of mind. And so it's hard. It really is hard. But at the end of the day, I'm the one who's responsible for what I do in my day-to-day situation. I'm the one who has to work on taking care of things and making sure that I take care of me, which is hard. So life is full of every day it's full of different surprises. Sometimes it's all good. Sometimes it's like, okay, it's quiet, and sometimes quiet is good. And sometimes, but it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. The only thing I wish now is rain. That's what I'm waiting for, is rain. So, other than that, I've been waiting to do. Hey, 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 hey. You have scratching posts. Yes, you do. Talking to my cat. See? Yeah, cat. But anyway, I hope this video finds you well, healthy, not in so much pain, and hopefully surrounded by people that understand you and love you and support you. Because sometimes you may feel like you're not being seen or heard or understood, and that kind of situation, sometimes it's a little depressing. And I'm blessed to have people show me that they hear me and they see me and they understand me. And even though, it's just hard, especially when you're in pain. So I wish you the happy holidays. I hope that you're gentle with yourselves and that you take care of yourselves, because we have to be kind to ourselves, and that is the first and foremost important thing. Because if we're not kind to ourselves and we don't take care of ourselves, we can't take care of anyone, and we can't care for anyone. So that's an important lesson I've learned, a very hard lesson that I've learned this year, and it's something that I keep on reminding myself over and over again. So I hope that you are all taking a lot of self-care days, if possible. If just to have a cup of tea, cup of coffee, and just taking a moment to breathe. So be gentle with yourselves, and just know that there are people that you can always, reach out, support groups, that there are people that understand you and they're there to support you. So I hope you have happy holidays with your family, and I will try and do another video when I feel comfortable, hopefully by the beginning of the year. So until then, be kind, be gentle, and until later.